Asia Pacific onboard travel, which is the APOT.Asia. We have created the airline industry event for the region. We celebrate 4 years now, and every year we go to different destinations, and every destination we try to do something memorable for our delegates which come from all around the world. And this year we are in Danang, Vietnam, and we have decided to have the world's longest Vietnamese spring roll. When you talk about Vietnam, we always think two things. One is the spring roll, the other is the pho, which is the soup. So we try to delegate this spring roll to the Danang city, and making of it is not easy, and there's a lot of logistics, a lot of making of it, but I will go through during the program what we've done to make it success. So to achieve something like this, we need to have a real domestic logistic body, and I didn't have anybody. And what we had was few contacts, the telephone contacts. So we have contacted the Danang tourism, Danang city, and many schools, as well as some culinary academies and the hotels. So they all came up with big hand and tried to help us. And the Vietnam Airlines Catering, they came up with a massive help to us.
Talking about spring roll, everybody knows that the spring rolls are very famous in Vietnam, especially in the central region of Vietnam, with food recipe, and this makes international tourists, when they come to Danang and Vietnam, they love spring roll. That's the reason why when Mr. Happy and APOT came to me talking about how to organize a world longest spring roll in Danang city, and I was very excited and very happy that we can have such great event to be organized in our city. The first time the idea came that we wanted to organize this on the Dragon Bridge. This is very famous and also one of the world record longest bridge, symbolize a dragon in Danang and Vietnam. And we came through some difficulty with the weather and the traffic and the mobilization of the participants on the bridge at that time. And we decided to organize on one of the most beautiful beaches in the world, Danang Beach. And just the preparation is ready. We came to the beach on just morning with 500 people, more than 500 people to be together to make the world longest spring roll.
Hi, my name's Justin Foote. I'm the CEO for Pegasus Uni College, Danang. I was approached by happyK some 2 or 3 months ago about the possibility of participating in the world's largest spring roll event to be held here in Danang during June. And I must admit, when I first received the information and heard that it was to be a spring roll for 500 metres, I thought that was an ambitious feat to achieve, and it was going to be over the Dragon Bridge here in Danang. Anyway, with that, I wanted to know how Pegasus could gain involvement in the spring roll event, and I learned very quickly that we could through filming of a demonstration video of a 10-metre long spring roll here in our campus, in our culinary kitchen. And then also we could also participate not only through the filming but participate on the day of the event through having some students from Pegasus actually go down to the beach, which is where the new location of the spring roll was to be made, and actually participate with other students from other universities in Danang for the making of it.
Today we are at the Pegasus International Uni Center of making the world's longest spring roll event. So we really need a demonstration tank to make it because we have 500 people involved. What we need to do first, we have to make sure our hands are washed and clean. So we have to go and sanitize our hands properly. We are laying our first ingredients, which is the rice paper. You got to make sure rice paper placed overlapping one after the other.
So 1 month before the work longest spring roll start, Mr. Happy, the founder and the CEO of the APOT, Asia travel on board. We had to go to our university and meet our staff and students to inform that we would like to do this event for our city. And our staff and our students are very eager to join this event. And we had a proud tribute to select students. And when we do that, a big group of students they register to do this event. And finally, we had around more than 300 students and staff join together in this event. And on the on the 5th of June, we had a group of 300 students and staff of Keaton University. We go to make the world longest spring roll. And when we go to the beach, it comes to a very surprise. We had the longest spring roll ever seen, and it's very beautiful. And our team are very proud to do this event for the city. As you know, Danang are very famous for the beautiful beach, and also we have many international tourists to come there. And I think that we would like to thank you for the Mr. Happy and also for the APOT organization have a create special this event for our city.
Hi, my name is V. I'm from Maya. I'm not while ago, I met one of the most interesting chefs from Melbourne, Happy, from APOT event. And after the conversation, I realized that we want to make a spring roll, fresh spring roll, 500 meter. I think this is the one crazy idea. But you know, spring roll is one of the more interesting finger food in Vietnam. We used to eat it between friends, like a starter, like an afternoon tea or morning coffee, a very light meal. And this is a great communal experience and very intimate meal as well. So I think that this can be a great idea. So why not? You know? So I decided to participate to making the spring roll with some of my staff.
As you know, it is the longest spring roll we are making. It's not the making of spring roll is the hardest. Getting the logistic done. Getting the logistic is having a table long enough to make the spring roll. You cannot put one table to the other. One day I'm in a car just passing by a floorboard place. So I thought I'd stop by and I'll see what they can offer. So I went to the floorboard place and I asked them to make one long half a kilometer floorboard with 4 pieces stuck together. Then he said he can't do it. He said it's too hard to do it. And then later on negotiation, we managed to get him to come and do the table. This is the most hardest part to get. One long table for 500 meters. So we made 506 meters long table to make sure that we have enough space.
In the afternoon of the day before, we start getting ready to prepare the table. Table is the hardest part, I think, more than the spring roll, because it's taken about 10 hours to make it. I think that is the longest table I've ever seen, and it's so long from one end to the other end, and took about 10 hours to make since 2 o'clock in the afternoon day before. And it was early morning next day. Everybody's getting ready and everybody was excited, and all my volunteers, we have a group of volunteers organized to do the event and pre-preparation and after. So they're bringing all the necessary ingredients to the table. We had to put the glad wrap all the way, the nice clean wrap, and then making sure the tables are clean, dusted, and there's no foreign objects sitting in there. So sanitize and clean the table first with all of our volunteers, and making sure it's food graded to start making the spring roll. And the hardest part was to have a demonstration of pre-make this spring roll. They had never been done this before and they never seen it before, so this is the first time they're seeing on the video we prepared previously in a school, and then we're showing them what need to be done when they get to the beach. So everybody is very keen to listen to it and ask many questions and being answered. Video was shown over 3-4 times to make sure everybody in sync what they need to be done when they get to the beach. And everyone dressed up, everyone was proudly carrying their school and the college's names, and also they were given a wristband to make sure that they all have the name registered in the books. And also we train the Mexican wave to them, so making sure that they all know how to do the Mexican wave. And we had a translator which translate all the English to Vietnamese, to making sure everybody understand 100% what need to be done when you get to the beach. So it was not an easy task to getting this together. And after that, many questions been asked at the hall, and all the teachers and the kids are lining up heading to the beach soon. So I had to do this 2 times because the hall was not big enough for 500 people, so we had to make it again at the same presentation and same questions, and so everybody in sync. So all the supervisors were wearing a lanyard, which is the blue, which is the Guinness Book lanyard, and making sure they explain and they understand what to do and how to do at the beach. And they all were briefed so many times to make sure that when you get there, no hiccups, and get the spring roll done the way that we require. And then all the students and the participants were excited, and they going through the hotel very quietly to the beach to start up the roll. Very early in the morning. It's bright, but it's not that late in the morning. It was very early in the morning. It's about now almost 6 o'clock, and we all coming to the beach getting ready, and come to the middle and split the 2 rows and making sure that they don't have to walk all the way one end to the other end. Excitement was there, and everyone knows what to do, and they're all surprised how big, how long is the table that they had to work on. But everyone only have to do 1 meter of the roll. So we have given 1 meter of preparation for each student and each candidate and each participant and each delegate who's making only 1 meter. Supervisors making sure that they stand in front of 1 meter, and then everybody knows what needs to be done after seeing the demonstration video. And once they are getting ready, making sure the spaces are split properly, and then the supervisors making sure that everyone understand where they need to be and what is their sections. And then the boxes were given. Each box contains 1 meter worth of ingredients. So now these boxes has placed in front of them, so they don't have to walk around looking for it. All the hands been sanitizers by hand sanitizers to making sure that everyone's clean and ready to start handling the food. So they'll start making the roll, and one end to the other end. First the rice paper, then the chicken, then the salad, then the herbs, and then the noodles. It goes on, and after that you got the prawn on top and start rolling. So it's a long process, but we have to make it quick as possible because all the products been brought in, and they under until now they were sitting in the chill boxes to make sure that they're in right temperature to use. And we had to make this faster, and then all the delegates and all the students are excited, and they're making 1 meter at a time and start making from one end to the other end. So they will not start until there's a supervisor coming in and helping them and making sure that they're all working from one end to the other end. As you can see, we've done 56 meters now, and there's a long way to go, but they're all impatient. They're all making sure the spring rolls made 100% accurate the way we wanted. Everyone was excited, everyone was happy to be part of it, and all the delegates were enjoying making it, and all the supervisors making sure they only make 1 meter. And all the delegates were running around and making sure that everybody is making and everybody is doing the right thing to make this spring roll one end to the other end. As you can see, I had to spray the water to make sure that the spring roll was soft before we roll it, and the product was still chill and nice, so we have to finish and start eating. So it was getting ready and getting almost finished at one end, and then before it's get warm we have to start cutting, and we have to start putting in boxes, and all the boxes are dedicated to each candidate to take home and take to their families or friends or to utilize however. So this is the making of it is the fun part, and everybody's happy, everybody's enjoying it, and they were very proud to be part of this massive event. When they start making it, that's the smiles and happiness, that's the beauty of the whole. And when they finished, they were so excited and they wanted to celebrate. And they wanted to say that they're a big part of it. And 499 is done. Now it's nearly the 500 meters come up to the end. So we have got the meter, got the 500 meter, and we have got a local celebrity chef, Miss Wee, who was finishing up the last meter to making sure that's dedicated to this town and the street community. So as you can see, the final meter was making beautifully and done by a very professional personnel and celebrity chef from the town. So it's done now, it's ready to cut, and it was very hot day. We have to give a student delegates a quick break to go to the shade and then come back in 5 minutes to start cutting. So everybody start cutting the pieces, and everyone has to taste it to make sure it's a nice taste, and also it's been prepared by them and they're very proud about it. And everybody was excited, and everybody was now under the tree resting until they cut and finish in boxes. So the main thing is, once they finishes, they come to the main area to listen to the speeches and listen to what they need to be doing, and then now it's time to do the Mexican wave. The beautiful, everyone is happy, and then the Mexican wave.
And last High Regency, thank you very much for all your support. We have achieved the 500 meters world record. Now we have finished. And thank you very much for your city. Thank you very much.
Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, friends. It's very happy to be here this morning with all of you in a sunny day on a sunny beach. Nguyễn Xuân Bình, giám đốc trung tâm Đà Nẵng, gửi lời chào đến tất cả các bạn đã có mặt trong buổi sáng ngày hôm nay. Rất là vui khi thấy các bạn có mặt ngày hôm nay và cùng nhau tạo nên một cái kỷ lục Guinness cho thành phố chúng ta. Đây là một cách rất là tốt để quảng bá hình ảnh của Đà Nẵng ra toàn thế giới, và các bạn là người đã góp phần vào cái công việc đó. Xin cảm ơn tất cả các bạn sáng hôm nay. Thay mặt cho tổ chức APOT thì chúng tôi xin gửi lời cảm ơn đến thành phố Đà Nẵng. Cảm ơn ông Trần Chí Cường, Phó Giám đốc Sở Văn hóa Thể thao Du lịch, ông Nguyễn Xuân Bình, người vừa có bài phát biểu, bà Nguyễn Thị Hoài A, Phó Giám đốc của Trung tâm xúc tiến du lịch thành phố Đà Nẵng. Cảm ơn Vietnam Airlines Catherine, cảm ơn Nội bài Catherine, cảm ơn trường Đại học Duy Tân, xin cảm ơn trường nghề Pegasus, cảm ơn trường nghề Việt Úc, cảm ơn Morning Glory Cooking from Hội An. Cảm ơn Đà Nẵng Souvenir, cảm ơn Korean Airlines, và đặc biệt cảm ơn các nhân viên của IAT và tất cả các sinh viên có mặt ngày hôm nay. Xin cảm ơn tất cả các bạn.
So it's time to say thank you to everyone, as well as the media. It's very important. It's an event which included with local community, and as well as the delegates from around the world. So we had to address the media. Media is mainly Vietnamese and also international publications were there in relations to airline industry, and everyone was excited, and also everyone wants to know what happened and how it happened. So this is the time that we have to spread the word, how we did it and where we started and how we finished.
Thì với sự tham gia của ông Bert này thì ông ta sẽ hiểu được cái cách làm gói cuốn như thế nào, và từ đó ông ta có thể về truyền đạt lại cho cái cách chế biến cho ở Vietnam Airlines. Bây giờ thì trong tương lai thì ngày hôm nay thì chúng ta chưa có đem cái này lên máy bay được, và ông này sau khi về ông ta sẽ hướng dẫn lại cho.
Có nghĩa là trong tương lai thì cái gói cuốn này có thể là phục vụ trên máy bay cho du khách.
Okay. In the near future, the spring roll can be served on the airlines.
Already.
Okay.
We ship up here nearly 500 kilo of raw materials to Danang. We prepare, all the food was prepared in Ho Chi Minh City in the catering unit, and flown to Danang last night, kept in Pegasus cold room, and this morning shipped to the beach. So under strict hygiene regulations of the airlines. And when you come to the spring rolls, already today, caterings in Vietnam, if it is in the north, in the central, or in the south, we all promote already Vietnamese food. Many airlines already have spring rolls on the appetizers. We create dishes using local ingredients because we want to promote Vietnamese cuisine.
Now, this event was not easy without everybody who participated, and same time, it taken about 6 months to organize. It looked simple, looked easy, but it's not that easy. It took about 6 months, as Mr. Bird mentioned. We had 500 kilos, which is half a ton of spring roll material brought in from Saigon. And also we had to make a video, which is the video was a difficult part, to how to make the spring roll to show over 500 people. So now I will get Joseph, the Dean of the Pegasus College, to explain how we did that. So Joseph, can you?
Well, we practiced for a few hours at Pegasus College on our culinary program. We organized our food and beverage and culinary students. We had several teams, about 15 students in different stages. We practiced the spring roll under different conditions, weighed out the ingredients, measured, developed a system to put down in systematic manner the chicken, the shrimp, the rice vermicelli, roll it, and we also measured the tables, which was 10 meters to start. So we developed the recipe, the method, and then we followed through with the process of rolling the spring roll and completing the task. And Happy was our director, and we practiced for a few hours and finally got it to where Happy was satisfied.
I had to go and find people. It was not easy. So I had to go to all the schools, which is the industry schools, hotel industry school, to find people. So we went to a few schools, which is Pegasus, of course, and then we had Vietnam Australia Academy, and also we got Dutan University, and also we had Miss Wee from Morning Glory Culinary Academy.
Yesterday when I came to the beach, seeing people already there making spring roll, with 500 people, we see a crowd excited for making the spring roll. People seem very happy and enjoy the moment that they be together to make a world record spring roll for Danang city and for Vietnam. Just have to promote the city very much, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank APOT and Guinness for making it happen in Danang and help to promote our beautiful city.
So in my 2004, Mr. Happy, the founder and the CEO of the APOT organization, he had go to our university to meet our staff and our students, and he informed that we will have a very special event to make the world's longest spring roll for our city. And our staff and our students very happy to join in that event. And when we informed that for the student, we will do that. Actually, we had more than 1,000 students to register to participate in this event. And finally, when select the best student, we had a group of 300 students and staff to take part in to make the world's longest spring roll. And on the day, on 5th of June, we had a big group, 300 students and staff. In the early morning, around 4 o'clock, we go to the beach to make the spring roll.
On the day of the event, June 5th, at 6:30 in the morning, there were several hundred students assembled. There was Mr. Happy, who was the director of the event. There was also many different individuals from various organizations present at the event. This included both local Vietnamese.
So last Thursday, our students participated in the making of the spring roll event, the Pegasus students, at the beachfront in front of Hyatt Regency Danang. The students gained much motivation beforehand in participating in the event, seeing the demonstration video. When they did attend the event, they were mixing with delegates from all over the world who were attending the APOT conference in Danang, and as well as other local students from local universities and colleges that were participating in the event. For our students, that was a great opportunity to mix with people from all over the world and from many various cultures and languages. To see the setup at 5:30 in the morning and 6 a.m. in the morning, with the sun rising quickly and the heat increasing in intensity, was a great challenge for all that were there, but the teamwork that went with it, everything from the support staff to the actual professional chefs who were on the beach that morning to assist the students in making the spring roll, really made it happen. I think start to finish it did take a few hours for the spring roll, and 500 metres is a long way. I can't believe I couldn't see one end to the other, that's how long the spring roll was. But to complete that exercise and for the Pegasus students to be part of that was very rewarding for all, and it's excellent testimony to Happy, the organiser from APOT, who actually put that together, because it was logistically a very big challenge, especially in bringing all the ingredients, the students and the delegates together, but it all came together and it was a great success.
My first time in Vietnam, and I've eaten a few times in the United States, but that's where I live, some Vietnamese food, but the freshness of the product here is much more unique and things like this. We are closer to the flavor profile of the uniqueness of this product. So yes, it was a tremendous event, you know, to make a roll of 500 meters, 1,500 feet. It's incredible. So yeah, I'm glad to be part of it, to be invited here to be part of this event, and congratulations to the organizer, to the people that were involved with it, to all the students. I spoke to a lot of the students that were involved with it, that was organized by APOT, so they had a lot of fun, a lot of hot. It was very hot. But yeah, congratulations to everybody who was involved, and the food was very good. Thank you very much.
I'm Philip from Singapore, and this is the first time I've been in the city of Danang. It's really exciting because 500 meters spring roll, and this is the famous Vietnamese food, right? And you spread 250 meters north, 250 meters south, you get 500 meters. Politically is correct, very right. So I'm excited because this is the first time I go through a Guinness Book of Record, and we are glad that we achieve it. We go slow. By the end, we go, 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 and we make 500 meters in very short time. Fantastic.
An amazing experience to be here this morning. I must say we have to go back a few months to tell the entire story, but to be short, it was quite impressive to see all of us joining hands, putting the effort together to make this very long, never seen before that long spring roll in Vietnam. I knew about spring roll, but I didn't know about could have been that long. So. Happy to be here with this crew, with Mr. Happy, with Bert, with all the guys that have been joining forces since this morning and not only before.
Let me tell you what a fantastic time I had this morning, being part of the Guinness Book of Records, the longest spring roll in the world. It's fantastic. I got up about 5:30 this morning, very, very hot. I saw all of the tables set up along the beach for half a kilometre, and then they started to bring the food out. I think it's a marvellous job that the students from the university here in Danang participated in the heat. They did a marvellous job in making sure that the spring roll was put together perfectly to make sure that it met all of the standards of the Guinness Book of Records. A wonderful experience. I tasted a little bit of it just earlier on when they started making it. The beautiful chicken and the prawns were very, very good.
It has been a great pleasure to be part of the new Guinness record today, the longest spring roll of the world. And yes, when I heard about this first time, I was very excited that we're gonna have a Guinness event in our hotel. And everybody of my team was very excited to be part and to join this event, and it was a great pleasure. It was a very hard working event to prepare all this, to practice, to get the knowledge how to do it.
你好，我叫杨帆，来自中国的北京。这是我第一次来越南岘港参加我们的那个 APOT 会议，在我们度过了2天非常难忘的高兴愉快的这个活动，尤其是今天早上，这个600人参加的这个制作世界最长的500米的春转活动，非常的有意义，非常有创意。我们今天一大早就起床了，来做这些准备。但是大家虽然今天的这个海滩上的阳光非常的炽热，但是我们都很高兴，也很兴奋，来完成这个打破世界纪录的制作。在这个活动当中呢，有600人参加了，我们也非常有幸的参加了这个制作过程。这里呢，非常要感谢这个 APOT 组委会的精心安排，是他们使我们在这个活动呢，期间呢，非常的愉快，并且我们也通过这个活动呢，认识了很多新的朋友，遇到了很多老的朋友。也非常的喜欢这个岘港这个城市，非常美丽。我们希望那个组委会下次再安排更多的这种精彩的活动。非常感谢组委会，尤其是这个主席 happy 的精心安排。
So this is the second time I'm at APOT, and I was 2012 in Korea for the APOT as well. And every time I participate, it's really a great event. I woke up 4:30 in the morning. I was swimming, and actually there was the longest spring rolling event ever out there, and it was very impressive. There were lots of people waiting, watching the sunrise, and beautiful sea outside, and then making the longest spring roll in the world, I guess, for the Guinness Book Record. That was very exciting, and it was a cool event.
Ayubowan, I'm from Sri Lanka, and it's what a privilege and a pleasure and to be at this APOT event in Danang in Vietnam. It has been an incredible journey for APOT. I have been there for the first and the second and now the third, and to see every year meeting with people who are treating in the front end of the hospitality industry, right? And being exposed to some of the nicest food. I don't normally get up in the mornings, but I was up very early today, right? And on the beach to see, I would say, one of the most, I have never seen anything like this in my life. I couldn't believe what I saw. The preparations that were made at 5 o'clock in the morning to make a spring roll that is 500 meters long. Believe you me, the students from the university who were all lined up with the chefs and with all the APOT participants, it was an incredible, unbelievable sight. And then it all started happening. We, together with all our colleagues, friends and the university students, put the chicken in, put the lettuce in, put the prawns in, put the noodles in, and for the first time in my life, I have got involved in cooking something. And that is the truth, first time. The ladies next to me and the chef said, roll it like this, and I rolled it the way they told me. So I'm happy and privileged to have been part of APOT's 500-meter long spring roll, which I believe is going to set a world record.
Chiếc gỏi cuốn dài nhất thế giới. Thưa quý vị và các bạn, như chúng ta cũng đã biết rằng bánh chưng, bánh tét, gỏi cuốn là những món ăn truyền thống của người dân Việt Nam, được người dân và đông đảo bạn bè quốc tế ưa thích. Và với mong muốn quảng bá ẩm thực Việt Nam đến với thế giới, trong những năm qua, nước ta cũng đã xác lập kỷ lục Guinness với chiếc bánh chưng và đòn bánh tét lớn nhất thế giới. Và mới đây là chiếc gỏi cuốn dài nhất, nặng 500 m, dài 500 m và nặng 500 kg, được xác lập kỷ lục là chiếc gỏi cuốn dài nhất thế giới vào sáng ngày 5 tháng 6 tại thành phố Đà Nẵng.
Với sự quy tụ của hàng trăm học sinh sinh viên các trường du lịch trên địa bàn thành phố Đà Nẵng, mọi người đã chung tay thực hiện chiếc gỏi cuốn dài nhất thế giới với kỷ lục cuốn được thực hành trước. Chiếc gỏi cuốn dài 500 m này đã phá kỷ lục Guinness do 60 sinh viên khoa quản lý khách sạn Đại học Cornell thực hiện dài 434 m trước đây. Hơn 500 kg nguyên liệu như tôm, thịt, rau, bún được mang từ thành phố Hồ Chí Minh ra Đà Nẵng với sự bảo quản kỹ lưỡng. Tất cả gỏi cuốn đều được thực hiện theo đúng quy chuẩn phục vụ trên máy bay. Đây là một trong những hoạt động điểm nhấn trong khuôn khổ diễn đàn quốc tế APOT Asia, một tổ chức du lịch hàng không châu Á-Thái Bình Dương. Năm nay, Việt Nam đăng cai sự kiện thường niên của tổ chức này và Đà Nẵng đã quy tụ các tiêu chí được chọn là nơi có danh lam thắng cảnh đẹp, có nhiều di tích lịch sử, có bãi biển đẹp và sân golf tốt.
Chương trình Năng động du lịch Việt xin kính chào quý vị và các bạn. Thay mặt những người thực hiện chương trình, anh Thư xin chúc quý vị và các bạn một ngày mới nhiều niềm vui và hạnh phúc. Như thường lệ sẽ là những thông tin du lịch giải trí đáng chú ý. Sáng ngày 5 tháng 6, chiếc gỏi cuốn dài nhất thế giới đã được xác lập kỷ lục tại thành phố Đà Nẵng. Đây là một sự kiện lớn với sự tham gia của đoàn Farm Tour 200 khách quốc tế và hàng trăm học sinh, sinh viên các trường du lịch tại Đà Nẵng.
Với chiều dài 500m, nặng 500 kg, chiếc gỏi cuốn đã được xác lập kỷ lục Guinness, chiếc gỏi cuốn dài nhất thế giới. Hơn 500 kg các nguyên liệu như tôm, thịt, rau, bún được mang từ thành phố Hồ Chí Minh ra Đà Nẵng với sự bảo quản kỹ lưỡng. Chiếc gỏi cuốn được thực hiện theo đúng quy chuẩn phục vụ trên máy bay và được xếp trên 400 chiếc ghế. Hàng trăm học sinh, sinh viên các trường du lịch đã chung tay thực hiện chiếc gỏi cuốn dài nhất thế giới với kỹ thuật cuốn được thực hành trước.
Về du lịch ẩm thực Việt Nam ra thế giới và để giới thiệu khách du lịch quốc tế đến Việt Nam để đến đây họ tìm hiểu về văn hóa Việt Nam và có thể thưởng thức những món ăn ngon ở Việt Nam, và nhất là ở Đà Nẵng, một thành phố biển rất là xanh sạch đẹp.
Đây là một trong những hoạt động điểm nhấn trong khuôn khổ diễn đàn quốc tế APOT Asia, một tổ chức du lịch hàng không châu Á Thái Bình Dương.
Xin kính chào quý vị và các bạn. Ban biên tập chương trình Du lịch 365 sẽ cùng các bạn khám phá nét văn hóa ẩm thực, không gian chợ quê đa dạng độc đáo của các vùng miền. Còn bây giờ, xin mời quý vị và các bạn tiếp tục đến với những thông tin văn hóa du lịch hấp dẫn. Sáng ngày 5 tháng 6, chiếc gỏi cuốn dài nhất thế giới đã được xác lập kỷ lục tại thành phố Đà Nẵng. Đây là một sự kiện lớn với sự tham gia của đoàn Farm Tour 200 khách quốc tế và hàng trăm học sinh, sinh viên các trường du lịch tại Đà Nẵng.
Với chiều dài 500m, nặng 500 kg, chiếc gỏi cuốn đã được xác lập kỷ lục Guinness, chiếc gỏi cuốn dài nhất thế giới. Hơn 500 kg các nguyên liệu như tôm, thịt, rau, bún được mang từ thành phố Hồ Chí Minh ra Đà Nẵng với sự bảo quản kỹ lưỡng. Chiếc gỏi cuốn được thực hiện theo đúng quy chuẩn phục vụ trên máy bay và được xếp trên 400 chiếc ghế. Hiện tại trong một số chuyến bay đã phục vụ món gỏi cuốn này, cho dù theo hương vị miền Bắc, miền Trung, miền Nam đi nữa, thì nó cũng đưa hương vị của Việt Nam ra thế giới. Tuy nhiên có một số món ăn chúng tôi không thể đem lên được, ví dụ như các món ăn có mùi thì chúng tôi không thể đem lên. Nhưng có một số món ăn chúng tôi có thể đem lên như phở, cùng với gỏi cuốn thì chúng tôi phục vụ thêm phở để tạo sự khác biệt. Hàng trăm học sinh, sinh viên các trường du lịch đã chung tay thực hiện chiếc gỏi cuốn dài nhất thế giới với kỹ thuật cuốn được thực hành trước. Đây là một trong những hoạt động điểm nhấn trong khuôn khổ diễn đàn quốc tế APOT Asia, một tổ chức du lịch hàng không châu Á Thái Bình Dương.
Tất cả các giảng viên của Khoa Du lịch Trường Đại học Chi Tân đều tham gia sự kiện này vì chúng tôi hiểu rằng được cái mục đích của tham gia cái sự kiện này là nó góp phần vào cái việc là đưa cái hình ảnh về du lịch ẩm thực Việt Nam ra thế giới và để giới thiệu khách du lịch quốc tế đến Việt Nam để đến đây họ tìm hiểu về văn hóa Việt Nam và có thể thưởng thức những món ăn ngon ở Việt Nam, và nhất là ở Đà Nẵng, một thành phố biển rất là xanh sạch đẹp.
Trong tương lai, nhiều món ăn ngon đặc trưng của Việt Nam sẽ có mặt trên các hãng hàng không lớn và điều này sẽ góp phần quảng bá ẩm thực Việt Nam ra thế giới.
Okay, as you saw, it is not the easiest task in the world to do it, and it is the first time we actually made one long spring roll for 500 meters. So we achieved the goal. We achieved the Guinness Book Record requirement, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for all of you who supported us. And we will see you again with a new, something different in the future. Bye.